job creation and for our children in the years ahead, and also for the unemployed in the community.
Let's say yes, it's changing for better. You can't just go backwards. We want to be positive.
For our community will be good, and for the people in general, because it's nice to live in a nice place.
Redeveloping it's a good idea.
With Elephant and Castle being renovated and hopefully including a lot of things in there, it would definitely be much, much better.
100 years ago, Elephant and Castle was the Piccadilly Circus of South London. It was a destination, it was a place where people went for the night out to shop and to enjoy themselves. We want to get to a point where people will go to the Elephant and Castle again, not just to pass through the roundabout, but actually to spend time there.
There's been a huge amount of progress with the Elephant and Castle regeneration in the last couple of years. We've started to see the completion of the first affordable housing schemes. Right behind me today we can see a new affordable housing scheme designed by Metaform, really beautiful new homes.
It's about moving the centre of London southwards, but more than that, it's about creating new homes, it's about creating new jobs, it's about creating a new leisure centre, it's about creating new shops, and it's about changing the transport interchange there.
It's a really exciting time. People have been promised regeneration at the Elephant and Castle for 15 years, and now it's really starting to happen.
So it's a big and bold, ambitious vision to really change the Elephant and Castle. At the end of the day, the Elephant and Castle is further north than Victoria. We're in the heart of London, and we need to really play that part at the heart of London.
The old Haygate blocks, particularly the largest blocks, were not great for building a sense of community. They were inhuman in scale. What we want to replace them with are homes that are of a smaller scale, where people can actually get to know their neighbours, and where blocks look different, so you're not walking around seeing the same concrete blocks again and again, not really knowing where you are.
How do you like your new home?
It's fantastic, it's brilliant. I couldn't have asked for anything better than where we are now.
So what we're looking to do is to create a new place in the centre of London for the community. What we're delivering is 2,500 new homes, as well as about 50 new shops in terms of how many, as well as some new community facilities, leisure facilities, and we're actually creating the largest new park in central London for the last 70 years.
When I arrived 20 years ago, Elephant and Castle for me was a quite miserable place. It was dirty, and I was quite afraid to go around the tunnels. Right now, we can see that the area is more lively, is becoming nicer, and have more people walking around instead of just going to buses, and has become nicer. There's a fear between the community about what is going to happen with us. We don't know really what's going to happen with the Latin American community.
One of the key things that we'll be looking to do is to ensure that the opportunities we create in both construction jobs and legacy jobs, so jobs post-construction, are targeted as much as possible for local people.
We've got some great businesses around here. We particularly value our Latin American quarter. I think that's something that we can make more of in the Elephant and Castle and promote more widely. We have Chinatown in London, here's Latin American quarter. Let's make the most of it.
So the United Reformed Church has been here since 1902, when it was placed just 50 yards up the road. It moved down here when the Haygate Estate was built, and we're going to move 400 yards to the site of the Castle Day Centre. I think the new building is going to be fantastic because it's going to be the opportunity for a number of different congregations to worship. Social groups are going to be able to come and use the space, And if we get the plans right, if we can get the design right, we're going to have a real valuable asset for the whole of our community. And that to me is an exciting future for the church, and probably means it's good for another 100 years.
We're going to have a new leisure centre which will be opening in the next couple of years, which will have state-of-the-art swimming pool, gym and sports hall.
This is inner city, so we don't have space inside to begin with, so we need to have a leisure centre and a pool.
I think that it's a great place for people just to come with friends and family, because it's just somewhere great where you can practice your swimming and have fun.
In this area, which is pretty urban, pretty central London, and to have some opportunities for kids to encourage them, again, any way of fitness and everything would be really important.
We're looking at bringing forward a major transformation of the shopping centre. That will include a modern destination retail and leisure centre.
Peabody's been working in the Elephant and Castle for over 100 years, and we've got several thousand people live in that area and shop at the Elephant and Castle, and I'm really pleased that everybody's coming together to regenerate this area. We're going to submit a planning application for a scheme which will include over 500 homes, office accommodation and retail space as well.
We have a scheme called Tribeca Square, which we're hoping will start in the ground this year. It'll be a 3-year scheme. It will embrace a 5-screen cinema. We've signed Sainsbury's on the ground floor, and we're just having to go back in for a tweak in planning to put that through. It's going to have 372 private units, and will be very much an important part of the new Elephant and Castle.
So I think there'll be a lot of opportunities in the future, whether that be through residences being available, or studios being available, or new businesses starting up in the area that are looking to establish a foothold in London, but in a vibrant new space.
We launched Elifest in 2003, and the idea then was to celebrate the area and to challenge people's perceptions of the area. So you're getting back to it being 2 roundabouts and a shopping centre, trying to challenge that there's more artistic and creative and cultural stuff happening in the Elephant and Castle than you would see if you just go past on a bus or on a train.
One of the things that's happening at the moment is that people are moving at the rate of about 25% churn per year. In other words, every 4 years there's a new community coming to the Elephant and Castle. If we can get some stability and we can get some people owning this area, then I think we can create something that would be really exciting. And then maybe the Piccadilly of the South will come true.
As our kids grow up in this area, they'll want to stay here, not move away to other places. There'll be great shops, there'll be parks, there'll be homes that people can afford to live in. This is a great area in terms of connections to central London for jobs. You're on 2 tube lines, the National Rail, many bus services, but it's not currently considered to be a great place to live, and that's going to change.
So we're looking to ensure that what we do deliver in the longer term is a greener, safer and more accessible place.
I don't think there's anything more important than getting it right, not only for the people who live in the area now, but for future generations.
If we get the right opportunities, there's a lot we can do here.
Just got 2 teenagers, and I hope that they work and live in Southwark.
Children, they are growing. We adults already looking forward to the change. How about children?